if some of the Americans were in a place that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah. But what we at?
We finished off 23.
Okay.
And we were gonna start on verse 24.
I had to start the camera back over, but all right, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment.
So they compare, in the ancient world, they used to dye their garments. And they compare Esau to a hairy garment. They compared him, which was red. Okay? They compared him to that garment because they used to dye their garments in the ancient world. And they're giving you the attributes, the characteristics of Esau when he came out. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau. Now, Esau meaning is YAHAWAH, make wasted away his evil. So when Isaac seen Esau, he didn't have pigment like everybody else. So he said, YAHAWAH, Esau, wasted away his evil, because he didn't have his pigment. And the people you see them walking around here just calling themselves white people, they are descendants of Esau. Okay? They are a nation of Edomites. Okay? And they put that term white on them in 1681. Okay? They after the Bacon Rebellion, and they passed laws to where Israelite men could not marry so-called white women. They did those two things, and after the Bacon Rebellion, they made it law to where they start calling themselves white. Okay? That's when they first hit concerning law. So they ain't white. Their biblical nationality is Esau, Edom. They descend from Esau, and they're a nation of Edomites. Okay? And that's the record in the Bible of the origin of so-called white people, the Edomites. Okay? They ain't Caucasian, because Johannes Blumenbach put that term on them. They ain't European, because Europe go back to Europa, which was a woman on the island of Crete. When you go into mythology, I want to say she was a Hamite. When you go into that mythology, there was a woman on the island of Crete, which she was a so-called black woman. So they ain't European, and they ain't Caucasian, because Caucasian go back to this Caucasus Mountain south of Russia, meaning cave dweller. Their biblical nationalities is Esau, Edom, man. They ain't Khazars, man. Okay? They ain't none of that, man. Which is the information, like the 13th tribe, which I happen to have that book right here. It give you see, 13th tribes, I happen to have that book. And it's talking about the Khazars, but it gives you information on what these so-called white people was doing, you know, in history, right? Who call themselves Jew and Jewish, those people. And their biblical nationality is Esau, Edom. They're a nation of Edomites, and they are the tribe of Amalek, and they're the head tribe of the so-called white people, man. That's why you can't talk about it. You see all the power they got. You see what they're doing to Kanye, and you see what they're doing to Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Nike just dropped him. You see? And Adidas was a German company. You see? Who dropped Kanye, man? Yay. So these so-called Jews, Israelis, they got power, man. They ruling, man. And Second Ezra 6th chapter, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it, their followers, right? So Esau is demonstrating to you Negro Latinos and Native Americans his power and how he's ruling on the earth by you not being able to talk about the head tribe of them Edomites. Go ahead, bro.
It's verse 26. It says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
It said the hand is betwixt the heel. Same thing. You see? Same thing. So what that is symbolically letting you know that Jacob is going to pull down Esau. And who is a descendant of Jacob? YAHAWASHI. See? Go ahead.
And his name was called Jacob.
Jacob. Now why his pigment wasn't described? Because he was natural. Because he was the right pigment. And Esau's pigment wasted away that his pigment was, his blood showed forth through his skin. So if you smack him across the head or you would embarrass him, okay, make him laugh, he turned red. So, and his blood showed forth through his skin. So the Bible is giving you the characteristics. The Bible is giving you the characteristics of Esau Edom. Now, when you read further on in the history about Esau Edom, he was a man of the field. Well, go ahead, bro.
All right, it says, and Isaac was 60 years old.
60. Go ahead.
When she bare them.
Go ahead.
It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
He was a cunning hunter, man. So he had to learn how to hunt, man. He had to set traps and do all whatever to, you know what I'm saying, to get the food. He couldn't hunt like Jacob. You see, you know how the northern kingdom look at the footsteps of the deer and all that and track them out. He couldn't hunt like that. He had to be cunning, man. He had to set traps, man. You know what I'm saying? He had to learn how to do it. When you look up them words, man, that's why you have to look up words, man. Okay? He'll spray deer urine on them, female deer urine on them to get the male deer to come. He had to be a cunning hunter, man. He couldn't hunt like that. And he still do it to this day. Sit up in the deer stand, feed the deer in that area, sit up in the deer stand, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he get them. That's why them Edomites would come to work all broke up because they didn't fill out the deer stand. Limping and stuff.
Got drunk and fell off the deer stand.
Yeah, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, a man of the field.
He was a man of the field, which he can shoot a bow and arrow. He was good at that. You see what I'm saying? Same way he good at shooting with his gun. He's good at that now. Tell you that. He's good with a bow and arrow. He's good with that gun. Go ahead.
And Jacob was a plain man.
And Jacob was a plain man. So when you look up the word plain, it means upright, complete. So Jacob knew how to do it all already. You know what I'm saying? He already knew how to do it. Go ahead.
Dwelling in tents.
In the house. Jake was chilling. And that's what Jake do. Jake be chilling in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? He do what he gotta do and he chilling in the house. Esau like to be in the field, laying in the bushes and shit with camo on. That's the way they do, man. Become one with the field, man. Or get which it's unlawful to eat duck, but he'll get a duck caller, man, and you know what I'm saying, be making that sound to get the ducks to come, man. Cunning hunter, man. He had to learn how to do all. He can't hunt like he's not complete. He wasn't complete like Jake is, man. Go ahead.
It says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison.
Yep.
But Rebekah loved Jacob.
Yep.
Said verse 29, and Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
And he was faint. So he was being chastised in the field, man. Go ahead.
And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Go ahead.
And Jacob said,
Therefore his name was called Edom, Adamah, which means red. Go ahead.
and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Now, Jacob said, look, sell me your birthright, because he knew what type of time Esau was on. Esau was looking at it like he was at the point to die. He was catching so much hell in the field, whatever the Most High was doing to him while he was in that field. Go ahead.
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die.
See? So whatever the Most High was doing to him in the field, he came into the house, which Jake was already cooking. You know what I'm saying? Jake already knew what time he cooking.
He was already throwing down.
He was already throwing down. Jake knew how to do it. He was complete. And he played on Esau being chastised, whatever the Most High was doing in the field. He played on it. So read it again for me, bro.
Said, verse 31, and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Yeah, so Jacob, you know what I'm saying, supplanted him. With Jacob in the Hebrew is YAHAWAH, which means supplant. So Jacob tricked him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die.
Go ahead.
And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
So he looked at the birthright as nothing for a piece of meat. That's the characteristic of the so-called white man, man.
Raw meat.
And they do that right now to this day, man. They don't like that meat well done, man. They like it medium rare, man. With blood running off of it, man. Go ahead.
Verse 33, and Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Then he sold it, man. He sold the inheritance and to serve the Most High, man. Esau gave it up for a piece of meat, man. Stupid. But it was set up that way in the spirit for Esau to eat him to be goofy like that, man. To be stupid like that, man. Okay? Esau is the basis of the earth, man. He's the basis man on the earth, man. Out of all the 18 nations, man. He's the basis on the earth, man. He's the lowest, man. He just raised up right now. Go ahead, bro.
So verse 34, then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentil, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Esau, now let's look up the word despise, man. Esau despised his birthright, man. Let's look up that word despise, man. Check this out. Yeah.
This is Strong's H 959. Bazaar, and it says to be vile, worthless.
See? So he looked at his birthright as worthless, man. Goofy. He looked at his birth, he looked at serving the Heavenly Father as worthless, man. Getting the blessings is worthless, man. You see? That's the mind state of Esau Edom. But then want to turn around and claim that he up.
Right.
But don't your where you come from, Esau Edom, your daddy looked at his birthright as worthless. Go ahead, bro.
That was it.
All right. Now, what I want to do is this in the Zandervan Compact Bible Dictionary. I done lost my page. That's fast. And then we gonna all right. This in the y'all gotta excuse me, I can't see out here. But this in the Zandervan Compact Bible Dictionary, this on page that's what I'm reading out of. And this on page I'll let y'all see it what I'm reading in a minute. This on page 142. And this is it says Edom figured prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgment. Now, it said great future judgment. Okay? See, notably, Isaiah 34 and 5. Get that, Isaiah 34 and 5. Isaiah 34 and 5 and verse 6. Isaiah 34 and 5 and verse 6.
Verse 6?
Yeah, Isaiah 34, verse 5 and verse 6.
Okay.
And give me Isaiah 61, Isaiah 63 and 1. Isaiah 63 and 1. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God. So that's why Esau Edom trying to hide his identity, man. Okay? But we're gonna read them scriptures that's of great future judgment. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
See? Go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Idumea is Edom, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6. The sword of YAHAWASHI is filled with blood. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 6. The sword of YAHAWASHI is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of the lambs and goats.
So, in other words, Esau Edom is going to be a sacrifice to usher in the kingdom of heaven, right? Go ahead.
With the fat of the kidneys of rams. For YAHAWASHI has a sacrifice in Basra.
That's America. Go ahead.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
That's America, man. See? Give me Isaiah 63 and 1.
This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom?
Who is this that cometh from Edom? Now, the Zandervan Compact Bible Dictionary on page 142 said that, which it's gut arrest to put that together, especially sponsored it, funded it, that put that Zandervan Compact Bible Dictionary, they funded it for sure, okay? To get information out concerning what was written in the Zandervan Compact Bible Dictionary. So, so-called Jews had a hand in that Zandervan Compact Bible Dictionary. And they said this is great future judgment of Edom. Go ahead.
It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra?
Let's talk about YAHAWASHI, man. Coming to get Edom, man. Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel traveling in the greatness of his strength.
In the
Question.
fathership in the chariots, man. Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Go ahead. Mighty to save. Who is he going to save? The elect of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
So it's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Now, it ain't going to be no blood on YAHAWASHI because that's defiles you. Okay? That's symbolic talk to let you know YAHAWASHI is going to put in work, man. He's going to put a lot of people to death, man, concerning the nation of Edom, man. He's going to put a lot of them to death, man. Not all of them, because they got to go in slavery, but he's going to put a lot of them to death, man. Go ahead.
It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger.
So, who the world enemy called Jesus is going to come back and get Esau, Edom in his anger, man. He's going to be angry when he come back. This is a future prophecy, man. And when he come back, he going to deliver his elect. And Esau at the end of the world, and Jacob at the beginning of it, they're following. So Esau is going to be in rulership when who the world enemy called Jesus come back. If he ain't the white man, who is he then? He ain't Japhet. Because Japhet is once more than the Tonganese. Okay? Go ahead.
And trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment.
Symbolic talk. Go ahead.
And I will stain all my remnant, for the day of vengeance is in my heart.
So the day of vengeance is in his mind, man. It's in his mind, man. He ready to put in work. He just got to get the green light from the Most High. YAHAWASHI ready to put in work, man. He just got to get the green light, man. Go ahead.
And the year of my redeemed is come. Verse 5. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury and upheld me. Verse 6. And I will tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
So he said, I will bring down their strength to the earth. What's Esau Edom's strength in these nations' strength? Their military might. See? His blessing, his sword, the military might. So YAHAWASHI, when he come back, he gonna bring Esau might to the earth. He gonna bring it down, man. Esau's in power, man. So I don't know what Ron Dalton talking about, the guy who created Negroes to Hebrews. I don't know what he talking about, man. He don't even believe in the 12 tribe chart, man. And he don't even believe Esau Edom is a so-called white man. You off, buddy. The spirit ain't right. You know you're an Israelite, but you ain't deep in those scriptures. You see? But we gonna face the east. Well, we gonna face. Y'all brothers got anything else? Y'all wanna get out?
No.
All right. All right. We're gonna face east. Like to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rahak. Double honors to the elder apostle GMS who ruled well. Salute you brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity, strength, power, YAHAWASHI. And Shalom to you brothers and sisters growing in trust and spirit and power, YAHAWASHI. Shalom to you too. So with that, Mawafla Babylon,
Mawafla Babylon,
Mawafla Babylon,
Mawafla Babylon,
and Mawafla 2/3 Shalom. Stay strong, search the scriptures, and pray for deliverance.